Well, I've always been surrounded by art. My mom used to draw. My grandmother was an artist. She did ceramics and crochet, and she would paint. So I've always been surrounded by art, but I'm inspired by just every day my kids and my sister actually too. When I was about in the 4th grade, 9 years old, was the first time that I really realized that I could be an artist. I went to a ballet at the University of Incarnate Word, and I got to see brown people, Chicanos, doing ballet and doing art in a way that I never had seen before. And that inspired me to keep going and to actually be part of the arts world. Yes, I actually born and raised. My family goes all the way back to 1700s, late 1600s in San Antonio. I didn't go to a formal college or anything. I went to high school at Southwest High School here in San Antonio. That's where I actually studied journalism and was able to learn how to use the camera and get the basics of the camera and learn to storytell. Honestly, no, I don't really have a superhero. I do, at the risk of sounding arrogant, I would say myself. I'm my own superhero because I was able to save and protect the young version of me, and now I'm who I wanted to be and who I should have been, who I should have had growing up. I do consider myself a Chicana artist. I'm Mexican American. I'm from San Antonio. My parents raised me in the culture and taught me everything about who I am and where I've come from. So yes, being Mexican American, having those cultural identities, also my parents being from both here and my mother's from Mexico. So yes, I am a Chicana artist. I do embrace both the American and the Mexican. Yes, I do. I absolutely do, because it gives you, as a Chicano artist, it gives you that opportunity to see your stories being told and our stories being told in a way that only we can tell them. So yes, I do find them very important. My favorite is the Virgen de Guadalupe, the show every year. That's my absolute favorite. Because of Virgen, she's part of that identity of being from both the indigenous and the New World. So it's kind of who we are as Chicanos, that mixture of those two worlds. So it helps me, it reminds me of my identity and our identity. I was a musician for a long time. I played the trumpet in hopes to one day become a mariachi. That never panned out, but I started off as a musician from 3rd grade all the way up until high school. But no, I don't think there's anything other than that. I want to be able to tell everybody, or to show other Chicanas, that our stories do matter, that we do have a voice and we should use it. I've been told before to tone it down and to not be so in your face about who I am, but if we don't speak about ourselves and who we are, who will? I say do it. Go for it. You know, what's the best that can happen, right? The best that can happen is that somebody loves and discovers your work, and it does something for them. I think everybody should go for it. If it's in your heart, do it. Sueños de Tonantzin, that piece was actually part of a bigger work that I was working on in recreating what were classical masterpieces of art, and really reworking and having the idea that what beauty was and what beauty is. And so taking a Chicana woman and showcasing her beauty and her strength among the nopales with that signify the resilience, the strength, the fruitfulness of who we are as a people. That one is one of my favorite pieces, and I want to show it everywhere. Okay, so on my travel series, a lot of my work has a very dreamlike quality and feel to it with a lot of the travels that I've done. And that's basically because growing up, I dreamed of these places. I dreamed of going and seeing mountains and New York City and being able to be around these places that you see on TV. So in doing my travel work, it always has this like dreamlike, romantic quality to it because I'm getting to live my dreams.